This will be a brief video showing the unboxing of a brand new Phoenix Arm HP22A 22 caliber 22 long rifle caliber pistol that I just picked up this afternoon at the Nation's Gun Show outside of Washington, D.C. You can see the price that I paid for it. $149.99, came out to exactly $160 with tax. It's a budget pistol, so not a whole lot comes with it. First is a magazine, just wrapped in this little piece of plastic. Drop that out there. Better show it. And pretty straightforward. Single stack. HP 22 caliber 22 long rifle. Phoenix Arms, Ontario, California. But you probably knew that. There's the pistol itself. They had a black model and what they call the stainless. Of course, it's not really stainless steel, but it's sort of plated. I thought this one looked a little bit nicer. And there's the same information on the slide. There are a lot of modding videos on YouTube that will tell you how to mod this gun so that you can disconnect the magazine interconnect safety. Personally, I don't think it's that big of a deal. By the way, just to show you, it is made in the USA. It's made out in California. What people like to modify is there are two safeties on this gun. You see one right there on the grip, and then there's that's a trigger block, and then up here that's the firing pin block. When it's engaged in this position, firing pin won't contact the shell if it's fired. Anyways, what people find kind of annoying about the safety is that you can't actually remove the magazine while it's in the fire positions. You have to put it on safe. Then you can put it in. I found that in mine, I don't know if this is common, but you can't actually just insert this in the magazine. You have to actually press the button. That may be part of the design, I don't know. And so there you go. It's in there. We can take it off safety and let's see, yeah, there. Works a little tough, but there's the red dot, so it's fully ready to go. Of course, we'd have to rack the slide. It's not loaded at the moment, but rack the slide and move around in, and then you can fire it. You can also, it's fairly easy to operate the hammer back there. So that's that. Oh, right up here you'll see the release for disassembling it. Again, not sure if this is common, but I found it extremely difficult to operate. So hopefully I can clean it as best I can without having to take it down that often. And just keep it going well. Use a Q-tip or something. There's that gives you a little bit of an idea of how the sights sight up. It's decent. Might take some paint and paint a little orange stripe on the front sight. But yeah, overall it's looks all right. And I'm not going to enter any competitions with this. This is just to go to the range and have fun at a really cheap price. Using obviously 22s are pretty cheap. So that's that. If you've got any questions or comments, please leave them, and I will be happy to answer them as best I can. Just trying to give you a couple different angles of the gun here. So if you're considering purchasing it, hopefully this video will inform that decision. I guess on that note, just overall, it's a pretty cheap gun, 150 bucks. Depending on what reviews you're reading or watching. Some people say that they've had nothing but problems with this guns. Other people say that they're pretty reliable, and as long as you're using decent ammunition, they work just fine. Keeping them clean obviously is important too. I haven't taken it to the range yet. I just got home from the show. I'll tell you, in terms of just the feel of it, actually feels pretty good. It's definitely all metal. I mean, it's it's heavier than it looks. It's not that big of a pistol. You see it there in my palm. It's pretty small, but it's surprisingly hefty and heavy too. Um, Actually feels. I mean, quality's not. You can see there are gaps. Where the slide meets the barrel, and you wouldn't see that in a more expensive gun. You definitely don't see that. I've got a Glock, and you absolutely don't see that. The tolerances are so tight. So, you get what you pay for. It's a budget gun, but I would say on the whole, um, it actually feels all right. I mean, it doesn't feel like that cheap of a gun until you start taking a really close look at it. So that's that. Any questions or comments? Let me know.